Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 36 of the Ruthie and Rev podcast. We've got a special show for you today. We're going to talk about whether parents have become soft, whether teachers have become soft, whether we need more discipline. Do we need to bring back corporal punishment? Ruthie and the Rev are going to answer all of your questions, so call us right now. Let's go to caller number 1. Okay, I understand we have Jack from Bedford, Massachusetts. Jack, what's on your mind?
Yeah, thank you for taking my call. My son recently came home with 3 D's and 2 F's on his report card. And when I questioned him about it, he told me to F off and worry about my own problems. Now, should I take away his phone or his PlayStation?
Now, wait a minute. Before we go any further, Jack from Bedford, we're sorry that we have people in the studio giggling and laughing at your problem. It's not funny that your son told you to F off. It's not. No, I'm not laughing. I'm just snickering. But it's not funny at all. But anyway, Ruth, do you want to handle this?
Yes. First of all, Jack, do you own a sniper rifle? Because if you don't,
Sniper rifle.
I'll get my sniper rifle and I'll sniper his front teeth right out his mouth. I won't miss.
So violent.
He'll never be able to say F off again once I shoot them front chicklets out his mouth.
So violent.
Pew, pew. But let me tell you something, Ruthie. You're taking a little too far. You're working too hard. See, what I would do is, I would simply take away his cell phone, and then I'd skyrocket that cell phone through his skull. That's right. That way that little demon will never miss your phone calls because the phone will be embedded in his skull.
You guys are so violent. You can't do that to
Bust
kids.
his head like a pinata.
Okay, let's go to our next phone call. Jill from Nashville. Jill, what's on your mind?
Okay, thank you for taking my call. My child's in the 1st grade, and every time we take her out to Ming's buffet, she won't eat anything on the buffet menu.
Demon child.
And then
Revs.
she started hooping and hollering and crying, and it's unbearable for all the customers, and especially the waitresses at Ming's buffet. What should we do?
Okay, I got this one. Don't feel bad, ma'am. A lot of children do this when they get out of the buffet. It's almost too much stimulation. So this is how you break them out of it. Tell them that the Tooth Fairy has rabies. And the Tooth Fairy is going to be waiting for her in the bedroom unless she eats all her food.
The Tooth Fairy got rabies. But wait a minute. I thought the Tooth Fairy only comes out when a kid's tooth falls out.
Let me tell you something. A Tooth Fairy with rabies don't know any better. They'll yank out a newly grown tooth. They ain't waiting for them snags to fall out. They'll snatch the new one out. So that's what you tell that little child. And I bet you she'll eat her food.
You see, Rev, a lot of these parents don't know how to ask that preemptive strike question. You know that question before all hell is about to break loose? You got to give your child a warning. There's some shit about to pop off.
Please
And this is what you do. Yeah, about to pop off. And this is what you do. My mama used to always ask that preemptive strike question, which was, would you like me to give you something to cry about? You see, when you ask that question, that gives the child a second to think there's something about to pop off. And if you didn't answer that question fast enough, she will pull off her wig and pull out a well-hidden chickapane switch. And I don't need to tell you about how I feel about the chickapane switch. Chickapane switch will light that ass on fire. Yes, it will.
Not the chickapane switch. All right. Let's move on to our next phone caller. Our next caller, Chauncey from Miami. Chauncey, what's on your mind?
I have a teenage son. He is rolling deep in a gang called Hell's Disciples. They smoke pot,
They eat up all the food, they play video games, and then they rob the elderly in their free time. I love my son. What do I do? I don't understand why y'all are laughing at this man's problems. Ruthie, please, take it away.
Now, sir, listen to me carefully. This is some important instructions I'm giving you, and I need you to listen and write this information down. Any parents out there, I want you to write this down in case you have that child they just gone too far. This is what you do. Get yourself a bucket of wings and a blowtorch. Invite your son and his friends to have some authentic hot wings. Then once they start nibbling on the hot wings, light that blowtorch up and burn their demon asses till they crispy tender. That's right. Send them demons straight to hell.
But Ruthie, you can't be burning people. There's counselors, there's psychologists, there's psychiatrists, there's therapists, there's places kids can go. You don't have to burn and beat them.
See, Reginald, it sounds like you feel sorry for these children today, but these children are evil today. Let me tell you something. I got a friend. He made a trick-trock video the other day.
Trick-trock?
And he's a 5th grade teacher. He slapped this kid so hard for sassing him that when the kid came to, he was a freshman in college, could speak 5 languages and mastered trigonometry. That's how you got to treat these kids. You can't go soft on them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. As you can see, I've lost my voice. Do not listen to any of this advice today. It is totally wrong. We will see you next week. Have a great week.